MrBeast has been involved in an iPhone deepfake scam where the AI created fake video shows the world's biggest YouTuber offering people new iPhones for $2. Many people are saying it will soon become impossible to know if a video online is real or not. So, like with deepfake technology, very, very soon we won't be able to tell if the video is real or not. That MrBeast example, you know, it's a little bit choppy. To a trained eye, you can tell that that's a fake video.
Yeah.
But soon that's not going to be a thing, right? So how is that going to impact YouTubers? If you can just, you know, get a MrBeast video, swap it for your face, re-upload it, use some AI to change it to a few things, will AI replace YouTubers? What are your thoughts?
Yes. The short answer to your question. I think similarly, or basically what Kvebbelkop is already doing is you're going to get this fusion of almost cyborg-like. It's not Kvebbelkop in the sense of he's not there, but it is Kvebbelkop because his voice is there, and the voice is what makes it feel familiar and recognized. And I think especially over the coming few years, you'll have, and I imagine MrBeast will want to test this, we'll have more and more that he'll start experimenting with, well, can I do this? Do I need to always be present at these sets when I'm filming, or can we have indeed a drag and drop MrBeast into these videos? And one of the things that when I spoke with Kvebbelkop, he spoke about is it's quite frustrating to constantly need to be the face of your brand. When you are a YouTuber, just as like an actor, you always have to be on and you can't rest. And I do think that this gives those people the unique ability to rest, right? To say, you know what, Jeffrey, you're gonna go in here today and be MrBeast. Act it out, we'll add someone in, I'll add a voiceover and done. What that says though for new YouTubers probably means the death of anyone new coming into the industry, right? Like, why would you?
Yeah.
And I imagine that as we progress into over the years, right, now we have elite YouTubers, whether that's Logan Paul, whether that's MrBeast, you name it, right? Similarly to acting, those are going to be the ones that maintain at the top because they have known, because they have a cult following, the sidemen, of course, as well. And then there's just no longer going to be any opportunity for new people coming in. And what I do think that I haven't said so far that goes for actors and for this is it gives people a unique ability to take things back offline.
Sure.
Because while we start to question everything online, at least for now, what we see with our own eyes in person, in real life, I know to be true, right? So I see you, therefore I know you're here. I imagine that a lot of YouTubers will get the opportunity, and equally for actors and anybody in that space pretty much, the opportunity to leverage offline a lot more, which I do find interesting because we kind of bring it back to the basics, to how it used to be.
So AI will force people back into human situations.
Into more, exactly, almost putting the social back into the social media.
Do you think that potentially AI will reduce the quality of content? Because if I am listening, I've got hundreds of hours of me speaking on my podcast. I've done almost 150 episodes now, right? Very soon, anybody will be able to make me say anything. I'm okay, but everybody's fucked that makes content. If I am listening to a AI version of Alfie speaking about technology and the future, and I think that's pretty cool. It's, you know, it was written by ChatGPT 7 or something. Okay, you know, hypothetically. But then I could also alternatively listen to Alfie Whattam just talking as a human about his opinions on AI, etc., etc. Which one of those do you think people are going to be more likely to want to listen to and want to watch? Is it the human because it has that connection, or do you think people are just not going to care about that anymore and they just want the best quality possible, which AI can probably give them more than a human?
Yeah, I imagine the more deep fakes that occur and the more people get, because right now this is still super fresh, right? So everybody's getting scammed by it because it's like a first time. But as it grows, we become accustomed to it. And you already see it with like no one trusting political parties or news or whatever because they feel like they've been scammed into choosing and don't have a choice. And people will start fighting against that, I imagine, right? The more this continues, which means that as we progress into a state whereby we no longer trust online media, to me it seems natural that we just naturally gravitate towards seeing the human in person. And I could imagine that if the deepfake stuff that is being made by you is something that speaks to the interest of the person, then they will naturally enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're telling me what I want to hear, or in some way motivating me to something I deep down kind of already believe, then of course I'm gonna appreciate it, and I'll like this, and I'll listen to another episode.
Yeah.
But if you are in some way being ripped off, right? Your channel was hacked, and now we have a bunch of Alfie Whattam telling people to go join ISIS.
It wasn't
so to
me.
Speak.
It wasn't
right?
me. Then. It wasn't me.
Right.
Okay, then maybe. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So to speak, then I imagine that people will be like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe this is a scam. But I think it's just we're in this state whereby we haven't become accustomed to the fact that this is possible yet, and therefore still too many people, including myself, might I add, still get ripped off by it.
Okay, so deepfake is changing the face and often the body and the voice, the audio of the individual on the screen. A larger element of that is just generating the entire content itself using artificial intelligence. And we're starting to see this now with commercials, with advertising, with marketing.